9 new things about Apple we heard this week. Here's a recap of the hottest Apple news during the week, from wall glass iPhone to iPhone price hike in India and much more. 1. Apple iPhones have gone pricier in India, and the hike is as steep as 29%. The surprise revision came after its new device iPhone SE received a poor response and managed to sell only a few thousand units in the country. While 16GB version of 4-inch iPhone SE made its debut at Rs 39,000, a similar spec, 16GB, version of iPhone 6 is available at Rs 31,000 and 6s at Rs 40,500. According to sources, after the revision, iPhone 6 costs Rs 40,000 and 6s comes for Rs 48,000. The company also decided to tinker with pricing of iPhone 5s, making it costlier by 22% to nearly Rs 22,000 against Rs 18,000 at present. 2. In a surprise announcement this week, Apple updated its 12-inch MacBook line of laptops with faster processors, Retina display, USB-C port and Force Touch trackpad. The new MacBook is 13.1 mm thin, weighs 900 grams, approximately, and has a battery capable of up to 10 hours of wireless web browsing on a single charge. Featuring an all-metal unibody enclosure, MacBook is now available in 4 aluminum finishes, gold, silver, space gray, and for the first time in rose gold color. MacBook is available at select Apple authorized resellers in the country at a starting price of Rs 1,06900. 3. There was some news for iPhone fans about the next major update in Apple iPhone on design front too. According to reports, quoting KGI Securities Ming-Chi Kuo, widely known as Best Apple Analyst, Apple will completely redesign the iPhone in 2017. iPhone 8 will, to be released in 2017, will be all glass uncomplemented by new curved OLED display. Incidentally, Kuo is the same analyst who broke the news of iPad Pro, the 4.7-inch and 5.5-inch screen sizes of iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus and revealed iPhone SE. 4. Apple has filed a new patent application for a wireless hybrid headphone system. The patent filed with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, first seen by Apple Insider, reportedly details a headphone device and supporting hardware capable of seamlessly switching between wired and wireless listening modes. There are several headphones available in the market that support both wired and wireless modes. Many of these come with the plug that allows the user to switch to wired use whenever the headphone is out of battery, or for better quality audio. However, this transition is largely not very smooth. With this patent, Apple appears to be wanting to tackle these very issues. The very first rumors about the company's plans surfaced few months back with the speculations that Apple may drop the traditional 3.5mm audio jack in iPhone 7. 5. The government is set to waive the requirement of mandatory domestic sourcing for Apple, paving the way for the global technology giant to open its own retail outlets in the country. Although Apple has been keen on opening its own stores, the policy requirement of mandatory sourcing of 30% of the goods from within the country proved to be a major hurdle since the market does not have vendors to meet its needs. Following a change in the policy last November, Apple has decided to seek government nod as the sourcing norms can now be waived for state-of-the-art and cutting-edge technology. 6. Apple posted its quarterly financial results announcement date by 1 day later. Initially scheduled for April 25, the earnings conference will now be held on April 26. The company delayed the announcement by a day to avoid reporting on the day of a memorial service for Silicon Valley business leader Bill Campbell, a mentor to former Apple chief Steve Jobs and other tech leaders. 7. Apple this week announced the date for its annual Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, where the company traditionally unveils the latest version of its mobile operating system iOS. The 2016 edition of WWDC, to be held in San Francisco, will kick off on June 13. 8. Apple's iTunes Movies and iBooks services have become unavailable in China. The services, launched less than 7 months ago in China, were shut down last week on demand from the State Administration of Press, Publication, Radio, Film, and Television, the New York Times cited unnamed sources as saying. Apple did not give a reason for the close down. 9. Apple expects so-called first owners of iPhones, iPads and Apple Watches to replace these devices after only 3 years of use, and Mac computers only 4. This was revealed by the company on its site that answers questions about Apple and the environment.